Hello and welcome back to the Checkpoint Reach podcast. I'm your host Luke Elden, as ever I'm joined by my fellow gamers and friends Sudden Perks. How you doing, guys?
Okay.
Wow.
He's not good.
Mate, that's because of you.
Yeah, it is. He's felt the pressure.
I'm alright.
The cold weather set in.
Yeah,
he's not feeling it.
Pressure's setting now, so it's winter in it.
So we used to talk about what we played, and I know you finally completed Death
Yeah,
Stranding.
finally finished it. I think the final playtime was like 57 hours, so pretty long.
Long one.
Pretty long game. To be honest, you probably could play like 40 if you literally just did story, but it is a long game, but I really enjoyed it. It was fun. It was a good game. One of the best of the year, I think.
Opinion remains just as high even after the ending.
Yeah? Yeah, I liked it.
Why, do you know the ending?
No, I don't, but normally like you enjoy a game, and then you reach the end and you're like...
No, I thought to be fair, I thought it wrapped it up pretty well.
Yeah.
To be fair. It's probably... I mean, there's obviously, with Kojima, there's always going to be weird elements to it, but it's probably his most cohesive story out of them all. So that's always nice.
Yeah,
so
that's definitely a plus. I think
am surprised.
I'm finally going to get around to buying it soon.
Carrots are great. Like, Carrots is what made the game.
Yeah.
I mean, I think I said to you, didn't I? Text you saying when I completed it, it's definitely a slow burn game. Like, as you go on through the chapters, it gets better and better with the story, but it's really good.
Yeah, I'm going to buy it soon, I think.
Yeah,
and give it a go. And we spoke about it, didn't we, during the week? And if I don't like it, I'm just going to watch it.
It's definitely worth watching if you like the game.
Yeah. A good old YouTube.
I'd recommend you watch it as well.
Yeah.
People do put out some good stories or films, as they call them.
Game's been out for 10 minutes and someone uploads a 9-hour
I
cinematic.
know. Man, people on that like a shot.
Appreciate it though.
Yeah.
It's definitely
Keep
worth
up the good
watching.
work.
I'd say watch it in like maybe 2-hour bursts or something like that.
Oh yeah, mate, I'm not going to sit
I'm not
there
going to
for
sit
9
there
hours.
for the whole day. Just
I remember I watched the Metal Gear Solid games.
Oh, isn't that like
throughout.
15 hours or something ridiculous?
Mate, it's so long. But I just did it in the span of God knows how
Because
many
Metal Gear
weeks.
4's like 12 hours on its own.
Yeah.
So.
But you get a bit of nostalgia with it.
True.
Especially like, well, I say nostalgia, but the PS4 one I wasn't going to really play again, so I just watched to, refresh the mind. How about you, Perks? Have you been playing much?
more Destiny, more FIFA. It's been the final week of Season of the Undying in Destiny. We're going into Season of Dawn next week, so that's fresh content. Hopefully it will be.
Well, you're not going to enjoy that season as much, obviously. Season of Undying or Season of Dawn.
I know, but
Bit of a come down, innit? Season of Dying, like, for brilliant, and then what?
it was Undying. Like that's
never dying.
Yeah, come on.
That's terrible.
Dawn might be dying on the horizon.
Yeah. So, Undying was a little bit disappointing.
Was that with the Halloween theme?
No, that's just that's like a seasonal event that every game has. That's just Festival of the Lost. But yeah, I'm looking forward to picking it up a bit more seriously next week. Undying wasn't the best for hardcore players, so I'm excited to see what Dawn brings. Although I'm a bit apprehensive. I think I can see the
signs already.
Yeah, I just see the new model and the way that they're doing things, and I think it might not be as good for hardcore players as it was pre-Shadowkeep, but I don't know.
Haven't they made a change to go in the direction of maybe not being as hardcore? I think we remember talking about you can jump in more now with Destiny than you used
with
to
it
be
being
able to.
free to play, or at least the base game anyway, and parts of things being free to play, it's a lot more casual in that sense. But obviously, I haven't played the free-to-play stuff myself, but I've seen it. I've actually made a point of watching it on YouTube, so I see where if someone said to me, like, oh, I'm at this part, like, what do I do next? It's not that clear for a brand new player. Like, if you picked it up before, like you played quite a lot of Destiny, like, you played, like, an hour or something.
Yeah, not much.
Like, you would be okay, but I think someone who was brand new to the game would pick it up, would do the intro mission, load into the tower, and be like, wow, like there's a lot to learn. So whilst it is more inclusive than it's ever been before, I don't think it's quite hitting the spot with the new players, even though there's a load of them.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's not completely watered down or anything. There's still hardcore activities. There's still difficult and endgame stuff to do. But I don't know. Like I'm not alone either. Like even my clan were a bit like, is there much point in playing like we used to? So we'll see.
You never know though. When it comes out, when you get playing, it might hit the spot.
Yeah, like the first part's always good because whenever there's new content on any game, even if the game's crap, it's like, oh look, let's get back into it, or like let's pick it up again the way we did before. But I don't want to be like, yeah, I'm not going to play Destiny anymore because obviously I am. But it's just, it feels like it's lost something, just a little bit of the spark.
So it's luster.
Yeah, just
How old's the game now?
we're into like the fourth year.
Isn't it? 2016.
And you have played it a lot, so even with content being fresh, sometimes maybe it is just getting a little bit.
Yeah, you can get
stale.
burnt out.
Yeah, or burnt out.
Yeah, for sure. Like, I mean, I've taken like 2 4-month hiatuses already since the game launched.
So this is going to be another one.
I don't know, because the way that they've gone now with the seasonal releases, there's less time in between seasons than ever before, and if you miss out on things within a season, you miss out on them forever. So
I don't know, it's a bit of a weird model to me. I don't know if I like that model, because it's like, I understand why they're doing it, because it's like you have to play it now or else you don't get this stuff, but that's not very inclusive, is it? If they're talking about inclusivity and then
like I like the prestige.
seasons,
Like they talked about like rewarding people for like being there, and like you will want to be there to see the things and stuff, and that's quite cool. But on the flip side, it's like whenever people ask me, I always think about like the standard person who might work like a 9-to-5 job, like maybe have like a wife or a husband and a kid at home. You can't get through the hours that you need to get through in a couple of hours a night. And even if you do it every single night, which people aren't going to do, you'll reach like a plateau in the season where you can't finish it. It's not enough time.
It's the same problem on Gears. I keep reading people saying they can't finish. It's impossible to finish what they're doing, and basically that's why people are getting pissed off with Gears. I guess people are getting pissed off with Destiny
that a bit weird, because especially like with Gears and stuff, I don't know what age rating Destiny is. I'm assuming it's similar.
16,
16,
It's not quite.
Yeah, so most adults are going to play. I know obviously kids get their hands on them as well, but most adults are going to play, and most adults, like you said, have got work, jobs, lives,
families, and it.
So why would you be like?
Yeah.
It's I don't know. It's a bit of a weird one, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like, I feel like a Bungie kind of in this middle ground where they don't really know whether to completely cater for the hardcore, but they want to at the same time expand the game and make it bigger. They're in a bit of a.
I think all companies, like all live service games, have the same thing, isn't it? It's like, do we want to be inclusive or do we want to focus on our core fan base?
You could do an anthem and just
do nothing.
Disappear.
Yeah, just.
Well, I don't know if you saw.
They're trying to like
relaunch that game, so it'll be interesting. I don't think that's going to go very well. Considering I saw copies of the game going for like £4.
It's like a fiver.
Yeah, Marty sent it in
the group. £5.
Yeah, so
they'd have to redo the game and then recharge for the game, which no one would buy. No one would buy because it's the biggest scandal.
I think they have to make it free to play. Well, actually, it is only access, isn't it? So I guess technically it's free to play on there.
Well,
I think they need to make it free to play.
It's free to play behind a subscription.
Yeah, they need to make it just free to play.
Doesn't really count.
Yeah, but so we'll probably speak to you next week about Destiny 2 and see how that went then. We're going to get started with the first topic of the day. By the way, if you are listening to us on YouTube, remember to like the video, subscribe, and comment below your thoughts. Maybe you got thoughts on Destiny 2, and Perk's always happy to answer any questions Destiny related. Yeah. So, we'll get started, as I said. And that's PlayStation awarded Guinness World Record for best-selling home console brand. Another treasure for Sony's mantelpiece. PlayStation has been certified the best-selling video game console brand ever by Guinness World Records. I thought it was Book of World Records, but World Records now. The achievement was awarded in light of combined sales of PlayStation hardware totaling the sum of 450 million units between the original consoles launched in Japan on December 3rd, 1994 to the 7th of November 2019. So
it's mad to think it's that old.
I know.
25 years old. Isn't it?
What a brand. Mad to think that they tried, was it Nintendo they tried partnering up with? If you look back through the history, they actually tried partnering up with Sega or Nintendo, and then they got told no or whatever.
Nintendo and Sony.
So Sony went off and went, fine, we'll make the PlayStation and look how...
Nintendo and Sony became like hated rivals after that as well. Because it was two Japanese companies kind of fighting against each other. But,
yeah. It's safe to say Sony won.
Yeah.
I mean, Nintendo does pretty well.
They're doing pretty well.
Yeah, but Sony definitely won on that one.
They definitely
because
won
they decided to go on their own.
Because what did the Nintendo 64, wasn't it? It was kind of
yeah.
Well, they had something before that. What was the console before that? I don't remember. Before the 64.
I've never been a Nintendo guy. I didn't even have the 64.
Well, Super
SNES.
Nintendo.
Could have been SNES.
Anything after? No, there wasn't, was there? SNES and it went to
No, you
Nintendo
had
64.
the Nintendo Entertainment System and then Super
SNES.
Nintendo. So
And then 64. So yeah, I mean, they went from SNES, which did pretty well, and 64 kind of like did it okay, but I think it ended up selling like 30 million or something like that.
Yeah.
And it's like, what was PS1, like 100 million? So it's like,
Isn't it funny though when you look back in history and there's always that moment where someone makes a decision that pans out to be like the best decision ever, and Sony going into to Nintendo, Sega, I honestly can't remember which one, and them saying no, and they just thought, right, all right, we'll make our own.
screw you then, guys.
And look how good it is.
yeah, it's a bit like Xbox with the Dreamcast. They were gonna fund that.
Were they?
Yeah, they were gonna get involved with Sega.
Yeah.
But eventually, obviously, we know the Dreamcast didn't exactly do very well. It was only on market
I
for
only
2
ever-
years. So.
I only ever
bad.
remember one lad having it in our area,
Dreamcast.
Chubs. That's his second
Sonic
mention
Adventure, I
on
think that was
the
like the biggest
podcast.
game on there,
Yeah.
wasn't it? Sonic Adventure, the 3D
I remember
Sonic.
going around and playing the Dreamcast, and I remember thinking, this is not that good. Because you go back home and play like your PS2
Yeah,
at
it
the
wasn't.
time. The PS2
Yeah, there's so many more games
And
on the
it's
PS2
like,
and
it's
stuff.
not-
Yeah.
doesn't compete.
Yeah, there wasn't
And their
competition.
controller was horrible, if I remember
The
rightly.
Dreamcast controller,
Yeah.
I think it was great.
Especially the original one that came with the first
Not as bad as
release.
the Nintendo 64 controller, if I remember. That had one stick.
The
Yeah.
middle stick.
Horrible controller. I remember playing at Pokemon Stadium and stuff on it. It was like,
Yeah.
oh, this is horrible.
Oh, Pokemon Stadium wasn't
Oh, that was a
hard
great
because
game.
Pokemon Stadium was like choose your thing.
No,
like,
but I just mean in
but
general.
playing,
I
like,
mean,
an actual
that's the
game
game.
where you had to like navigate and
Yeah.
look around. And,
Like GoldenEye or
Yeah,
something
wow,
like
that was pretty rough.
Terrible. I mean, it can't be up there with the worst controllers.
I mean, I'd argue it.
It's a terrible controller, but I don't remember using it at the time and thinking this
This is
controller is
yeah, but
terrible.
to be fair, you were like 7.
Yeah.
So you probably thought.
Did use it a
controllers
lot
were great.
though.
Yeah. I love the 64. It was great. I had the little Pikachu one.
Yeah, I had that.
It
Yeah.
used to light up. With
Oh,
you know
no,
they're
I
rare
can't.
now.
You should have kept them,
If
lads.
we'd have kept it in good condition, you can sell them
Yeah.
for like £1,000.
God, I don't think mine survived.
No, mine didn't. I think
I've still got my Sega Mega Drive. I know that's not rare, but
Yeah, I've got Mega Drive.
I've still got the Mega Drive.
in your loft.
Toy Story. What game?
Toy Story.
Well, somehow we've gone from talking about PlayStation
I know,
to
so many-
Sega Mega Drive.
Yeah.
We should probably move it back onto PlayStation.
Yeah.
I guess. So I guess we should talk about the PS1.
Yeah, we can. Why don't we talk through the
Yeah,
generations?
we'll sort through.
And we can talk about our favourite games from each.
Yeah, I mean,
PS1 for me is Metal Gear Solid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
I mean, you
the
can
standout.
you can check out our top 5 PS1 video as well.
You can?
Because we did do a top 5 PS1
Yeah.
video. Very popular video on the channel.
Yes, the link will appear above your head.
It
Is
will.
it my magic? Above your head? That would be magic.
That would be magic.
Above my head.
It's far too early for you, man.
know.
Go back to bed.
Yeah, I'm not a morning guy.
But yeah, PS1. I mean, obviously I didn't play Metal Gear 1, but for me it was like Crash Bandicoot mainly. Was the big game on
that is
there.
that is a
Crash
great game.
Bandicoot 2 and 3. I mean 1 as well, but 2 and 3 mainly for me.
Mhm.
But I know for you it was Crash 1, wasn't it? That was your
Yeah,
game.
that was just like the others might have been better games, but Crash 1 is like that's
Yeah,
kind of
nostalgia.
where.
Do you know what game that keeps
yeah.
coming to mind with PS1 now? Croc.
Croc.
Do you remember
Croc was such a good game,
I
man.
thought it was good.
Yeah.
I can't remember it.
Yeah, it was one of them underrated gems where it was like,
Mm-hmm.
actually, this is.
Do you know what game I hated on PS1 that I played a lot of? Do you remember the ones with the monkeys with the like alarm siren thing on the head?
Yeah.
You had to chase them.
Ape Escape.
Is that what it's called? Ape Escape?
I think so.
I hated that game.
I didn't mind that game.
I played it so much as well.
Yeah,
It's
so
Ape
did I.
Escape.
And I don't know why I kept torturing
Never
myself.
played it. But I just remember the monkeys on the
Yeah,
front.
yeah.
So
I think you're right, actually.
It was on like an island. and-
Yeah, yeah.
I think it was
Yeah.
like, in fact, about the game, it was the first game, I think, where you had to have the analog sticks.
Oh, really?
Like, do you remember there was certain games at the end of the PS1 lifecycle where they didn't work unless you had the controller with the analog sticks?
Yeah.
Because I don't remember that when the PS1 came out, it didn't have any analog sticks,
No.
did it? It was so weird, it just had like...
Yeah, that's how I remember
Facebook
Metal Gear.
buttons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's one of the first games I ever remember playing, and I know I was a bit young to be playing Metal Gear, but there we are. But
6-year-old.
Who
Luke
wasn't though?
playing
Like
Metal Gear.
everyone.
no, I was a little
Probably
bit
not.
older then. But
You must have played it a bit after it came out, I guess.
yeah, but for some reason it still sticks in my mind. It's like the first one I would
You
go
probably
back
weren't
to.
much older. I bet you were only about 8, 9.
I don't know. I just remember weird story. My dad's friend kind of helped me through the game, and then he spoiled it for me though. He was like, "Don't bring in too much, Master Chief, not Master Chief,
Master Chief.
Master
me.
Chief, bloody hell. That would be a shock if he turned up in the
Chief
game,
in
wouldn't
Metal
it?
Gear.
Master Chief in the game.
I know Kojima does some weird shit, but
Just on the
That
radio,
would be
Master
weird.
Chief.
Mate, that's
would
before, mate. He'd been predicting before
Yeah.
Halo there
He
as well.
would,
So. No,
What was his name? I can't remember. I
Master
can't remember his name.
something. Well, Liquid's pretending to be him,
Yeah.
isn't he?
yeah.
And and he was like, "Those." I was like, "Oh,
Thanks.
thanks for that spoiler." Even as a kid, I was probably just like,
I'm pissed off.
Sad
If
times.
someone did that to you now.
I kind of wish it was Master Chief now. That would be good.
He'd never talk, though. He'd just say like one-liners.
Yeah, I know. I'll be like, who's this guy?
I think the iconic thing for me about PS1 was the startup. I love the startups.
Yeah, the iconic thing for me was the startup when it got stuck on it and then
the little,
so sad.
The little music game going, dun, dun,
Yeah.
and just get stuck.
You get stuck.
It was quite scary as a kid that if it got stuck. You were like, oh shit, it was like spooky.
Yeah, I know. Well, I wouldn't say spooky. I was more worried that.
Yeah, scared because you need a
think
new
it's broke.
PS1.
Yeah, and back then.
No.
Well, it's different now when you're older. You go out and buy a new one, but back then it's like, oh god.
No, it's literally
Are you gonna
my
come
life
into
is
your
over.
room and buy a new
For
one?
like 5 years or something. Yeah. So
Yeah.
let's go back to the Game Boy or something if it broke.
Mate, your Game Boy was good.
It was.
One random game that I played on the PS1, mate, I don't even know like how popular or like how completely niche this is, but do you ever play a game called Roscoe McQueen?
Do you know what? That name rings a bell, but I don't think I ever played it. But it rings a bell. Wasn't it a weird, like really weird game or something?
Not a really weird game. It was just like you were a guy, you went into like this building, and it was just like every floor, like or every like level had things going on. So there was like enemies, and there was like fires that would break out, and you had to put out the fires and like not get killed at the same time. Really like simple, but actually like really difficult, and it like escalates away from you. It was quite a fun game.
I'm gonna have to search it now after the podcast because see if it does. Because if I see images, I might be like, oh, I didn't play that.
Thinking. What about Duke Nukem?
Yeah,
that was on PS1. That was a good game.
I think most people tried that out, didn't they?
Yeah.
I wasn't a massive fan though.
No, I wasn't, but I just remember playing like the intro over and over. I must have had a demo disc or something.
Yeah. Oh my god.
PS1 demo disc. I love it.
Like
I love that
just like that.
It's that first one.
That like blue color on some, and then 05 or whatever.
Some of the games are not well good. Like,
yeah,
really
I know. Soul Reaver. Was it called Reaver?
Yeah.
I remember playing that on demo over and over again.
I don't remember that.
Apparently that's really good, that game. People rave about it.
Really?
I had the Resident Evil 2 demo disc.
Sure, that was
I remember that.
Oh, good.
And one of my mates, he was a bit older at the time, I think he was like 3 or 4 years older than me, he sold it. I used to be like a game dealer, which is basically like...
black market dealer or something for games.
But like Chip?
No, like he would acquire games in a way that he shouldn't.
Got you.
Yeah, so he'd sell them to people. Like he'd be known in the areas, like the guy to go to if you wanted cheap games.
Right.
And he sold this Resident Evil 2 demo disc to someone for 15 quid. Which back then
that
is like
a lot of money.
Is a lot of money. Obviously, they played it for like 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Come to the end of the demo, and they came round to his house, like make it sound like a gang story. It was kids. We were like 8 or 9 or something, demanding their 15 quid back, and they just had this massive argument at the door.
Imagine if he'd got lucky though, they just start playing it. They played it for like 5 minutes. Like, I don't like this game.
Yeah.
And just stopped.
But yeah, it was just like, it's a demo, and he was like, no, it isn't. It was wow.
Mate, the demo discs though, they were good. Played some like good games on there.
You used to get them in magazines.
Yeah, you did.
Everyone used to open the magazine, take the demo disc out, and leave the magazine on the shelf. Yeah.
Every time.
Such a scam.
Yeah. Oh god.
I was going to say Rayman as well.
Yeah, Rayman's
a
classic.
That was a great game.
That was a good game.
Really good actually for its time.
Man, there's so many games.
Yeah, there's a lot of PS1 games.
What about PS2 then? Going into PS2, probably the generation. That's when I really started playing.
It's the GTA generation, isn't it? PS2, Vice City, San Andreas.
Mate, I loved 3.
I know. I'm never a bad fan of 3.
You are alone with it.
I know, but I did love it.
Brilliant too, to be honest. But
yeah, no, I did prefer San Andreas.
I think 3 was for me is more of a testament to, like, it was the first one that was 3D.
Yeah, I just remember playing it though, and I was like, whoa.
Just quickly back to the PS1 one. The GTAs were great on that as well. I
like
2D GTAs.
Yeah, the top-down GTAs.
Especially GTA 2. That was
the phone called.
2 was really good.
And then when you just shoot those little
bullets.
Balls. But I know the bullets, but the balls, and if you just sprayed round it, just go.
But yeah, the PS2 GTAs, to be fair, I think Vice City and especially San Andreas for me were.
Yeah.
Standouts.
They are the go-to. I actually think, unpopular opinion probably, I think Vice City was the best.
No, I actually think a lot of people think that.
Yeah, that was my favourite.
San Andreas was maybe went overboard a bit too much.
No, I really like San Andreas. To be honest, I don't have a complaint about the game. I just, preference-wise, prefer Vice City. I like building up businesses when you bought them.
Yeah, that was.
I thought I was alone in saying Vice City was the best. I always thought everyone else preferred San
I did.
Andreas.
I always
San
thought
Andreas.
people preferred
Look,
San Andreas.
I know, I love Vice City as well, but I think Vice City for me as well, the best soundtrack out of any GTA.
Yeah, Vice
That
City
80s
is really
soundtrack
good.
is awesome. Like,
Yeah.
probably the best soundtrack I've seen in the game. To be honest.
Yeah.
One game, so many great songs.
There is a lot in that game.
So good.
But then again, GTA seems to
Yeah,
have
they
a
all-
good soundtrack now.
Yeah,
They seem
GTA
to
5
nail
was a
it.
bit disappointing. to me.
Nah, non-stop pop, mate. It was great.
Non-stop
Okay,
pop never
but-
got turned off for me.
No,
But that's the problem, is like all the other stations were like,
yeah, but I always do on GTA. I just find one station and I
yeah.
stick with
Yeah.
it.
Same on San Andreas, I think. I can't remember. It was like
Radio
a
Los
station.
Santos.
Yeah, there was one on there. Remember, like, I Love a Rainy Night? That was great. That was San
What?
Andreas.
What was-
I love a rainy night. Do you remember that?
I know the song, I don't remember it from San Andreas.
It was?
but-
Mate, you
remember
singing that song, I don't even know
Mate,
the
that was
song.
literally like one of the best songs on San Andreas.
Oh, God knows. Mate, like I said, I was listening to Radio Los Santos. So it was kind of hard for me to hear
time.
anything that wasn't rap.
Yeah, to be fair, that rainy night song was on some like honky tonk like radio.
Honky
station.
tonk, man.
Yeah, honky tonk.
Longest reigning intercontinental champ of all time.
Yeah,
And he had
there
his
you
own radio
go.
station.
Yeah.
Yeah. What
else
other
for
games?
PS2? Metal Gear Solid 2 and 3.
Yeah,
of course.
obviously.
I mean, 3
great
was-
games.
oh, good game.
God, Metal
that
Gear
was the
Solid
PES
2, man.
generation for us as well.
Oh,
though.
PES, man.
PES?
Yeah, PES 5.
Like growing up, that's
PES 5,
we
PES
had
6.
all those PES nights when we
Yeah.
sleep over and that.
Henri and Terry on the front.
Yeah.
God, man.
Do you know what
that
else? It
such
was
a good
the
game.
generation of LMA Manager.
Oh,
Oh
my
wow!
God.
Like
yes.
yeah.
Mate, you just keep
Yes.
saying games, and I keep going like, oh. but
Which
it's
one
like,
was the-
what- yes, LMA.
2003, I think, was
Yeah.
the best
Do you
one.
know what was great though? The match of the day highlights.
Yeah,
Alan
it
Hansen,
was great.
Shocking defending, and he's in, and he scored. Then Gary's like, "Well, that was pretty bad, wasn't it, Alan?"
Yeah, I really liked it.
I loved it,
It was
mate.
great. That game was great.
As
You could
much as I
literally-
played like GTA's and like Metal Gears and stuff,
Yeah.
I think LMA is where I spent the most hours.
Yeah.
Growing up.
Another
Yeah,
game, I don't know
same.
if you played it, Total Club Manager.
Yeah,
2004.
Martin O'Neill on the
what a
front.
game. So easy.
Me and Chip.
Literally the easiest management game in the world. You could lead any team to
Yeah.
European glory. Like, it was so easy.
Yeah, me and Chubbs played it again. Never mentioned for him, but we played it, and he's a Spurs fan, so we thought, oh, well, be Spurs might be a challenge. Manage it together. Won the league in the first year.
Yeah,
It was
so
like-
easy.
United were dominant then. I think Chelsea were pretty good on the
You got-
2004 one. They might be
Yeah.
the year before. Depends.
Yeah.
But
It's not
somehow
Arsenal.
we won it, and Arsenal obviously are invincibles and stuff.
But the thing is about that game, you literally got so much money and stuff. It was
Yeah.
ridiculous. You got like 100 million to spend at that time, and it was like, come on. It's like-
And it had the FIFA engine, didn't it?
yeah, it was good.
the
It was a
highlights.
good game. It was just too easy.
Oh, do you know what song I've just remembered? The what? But on PS1. Did I say song? I meant game.
Okay.
Fucking hell. Yeah, the one game I just remembered on PS1. I can't remember the name of it, but Alan Shearer was on the front.
Oh, I don't remember that. That doesn't ring a
And
bell.
Actual Football, I think it's called.
That was actual soccer.
Actual soccer. Oh yeah. I
There
do
was the
remember
Adidas Power Soccer game.
Mate, that was awful. The referee needs glasses
You could blow my favourite thing though on that game.
every time.
That's so funny.
My favourite thing on that game is when you got close to the goal, you didn't have to try and score, you had to try and hit it hard. Because the keeper would catch it in his stomach and step backwards and fall backwards
is
into
so
the goal.
bad.
Every
Oh my God.
time.
Do you remember there was always an advert for finger saves before the game started? But
They weren't wearing them.
the actual soccer
It was good.
was also the engine for the highlights of Premier Manager.
Oh,
How
okay.
can we forget that classic? Premier Manager 98-99.
Yeah, on PS1.
We're going to go unbeaten for the whole season. It's possible,
love that
and
game.
we're going to do it.
Ronaldo, the only 5-star player.
Impossible to buy.
Can't sign him.
I mean, I always seem to
It cost
remember
like
him-
14 million. I remember
Yeah.
14 million. It was impossible.
I always remember in my head buying him once, but I think I've lied to myself because I'm pretty sure he was impossible to buy.
He was at Juventus at the time, was he not?
Inter Milan.
Enter.
In Milan, sorry.
But yeah, a little bit backwards there, but
What was I
a
gonna
few
s-
good
There was
games.
another game I was going to bring up at PS2, Red Faction. Remember Red Faction?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought I didn't really get
Really?
into Red
I thought it was a
Faction.
great game. Did you play Red Faction?
I did.
I thought it was great. I love that game. The physics, I remember that it was one of the first games that had the destructible
Yeah.
physics. It was awesome. I love that game. I thought
Yeah,
great.
it was good.
What else from PS? I feel like we're missing loads from PS2.
Mate, we probably
Like,
are.
we don't have enough time in the
No,
podcast
but-
to talk about them all. But
Metal Gear, GTA. It's the Metal Gear GTA.
Yeah, but it is like the FIFAs and PES as well.
FIFAs,
PES was the best for us, though, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It just brought up so many moments.
too many weekends. Like,
PES, I
all the
beat
time.
Sir Dan
think-
Matty with my mouth because I'd
That's
broken
fine.
my wrist,
Yeah.
so I could only use one hand. Well,
Yeah.
And it was funny though, because no one was allowed to sprint against me, because obviously I couldn't use my
Handicap.
arm.
Of course.
But when they weren't, paying attention, I would put
With the sprint. Yeah.
I beat loads of people with that. I beat people on FIFA
I think it was a
with
psychological thing. I think I was like, come on, it's a bit
I'll take it easy on him.
And it just backfired, didn't it?
So many great memories.
You know that generation though with PES and FIFA? I think PES won that generation, to be honest.
Oh,
I mean,
no, hands down for me.
The only good FIFA I remember from that generation was 03. The one with Ryan Giggs and
Davids.
That was good.
Yeah,
By the way, that was another game that had an amazing soundtrack.
Yeah.
But
that was a good
that was the
game.
only good FIFA from that generation. The rest were kind of actually not very good.
What PES did better than FIFA though, then, was just multiplayer. Playing against your friends was so
Local
much
multiplayer.
better. Local,
Yeah.
FIFA didn't have that like it does now. It was. I'm not saying it wasn't like the dominant game, but it felt like a competition back then.
Yeah.
Oh, it was
PES
proper
was like
competition.
the sit, like you said, like round with your mates on the couch. That was the game.
Yeah,
Sleepovers.
20,
PES was the game. And then all of a sudden, like FIFA, like a few years on, just became FIFA.
Mm-hmm.
PES died
It did.
slowly.
It started dying. The only one that sticks out for me where it started dying, and I might be a little bit late with it, was the one with Owen on the front, and when Newcastle was sponsored.
Yeah,
Was that like
I remember
08?
that.
Oh wait, that was the start of the downfall.
Playing online and like against each other and like
You
you're
couldn't.
in the net.
Yeah, you're running and
Yeah.
you go to make a tackle, and then the bloke running away scoring. Like, what just happened?
Oh, PS2 wrestling games. Smack
Of course,
that
Speaking
shut
of-
Here comes
your
the pain.
mouth.
Terrible
Here comes the
online.
pain.
That's what reminded me.
Yeah.
Well, no, do you know what?
Shut Your
I think
Mouth
Shut
was
Your
the
Mouth
best.
was the best one. Here Comes the Pain was good as well, but
Here Comes
Shut
the
Your
Pain
Mouth
was very good.
Career mode.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Mhm.
Awesome on that game. You could go on forever, I think, on Shut Your Mouth. It just carried on
No,
forever.
it does end.
Did it end?
Yeah.
10 years or something. Like that.
I think it's like 3 or 4, but it's so good.
So good. The story.
Because they took storylines from real life, didn't they? But put your character in them. So
Do you know what? Them games are probably better than the rest of the games now.
Probably.
They're probably the same
Definitely
graphics.
better.
They're not
Yeah.
even far off the same graphics. The
No.
graphics haven't even improved that much.
No, they're definitely
Although I
not.
bet if I went back now to Shut Your Mouth, it'd be absolutely
They
horrific.
probably have like
No,
triangle
yeah.
biceps
Yeah,
and stuff.
but-
So.
To be fair though, the difference isn't as much with other franchises.
Have you go back and play a football game? Oh my god, like
Yeah.
go back and play FIFA like 2002 or something, and then go to like
They have
FIFA
completely
now.
square torsos.
Yeah.
Like when they celebrate, they're standing there.
Yeah, it's bad. But
Yeah.
I guess we should move on to PS3.
PS3.
So it's a weird generation because we were more 360.
We were.
Well,
So a lot of-
massively 360.
A lot of PS3 for me, and I guess all these were late. Like we got things
Oh,
late.
I caught
Yeah,
up.
that's
I
right.
was like 4 years behind.
Same.
I know
or
you got
something.
one in like. Did you get one like 2010?
Something like that.
I got mine
Yeah,
in like 2011.
probably 2010.
something like that. You got yours really late, didn't you? Like the last. of
I got
them
mine
came out.
literally as the PS3
So-
was coming to an
Yeah.
end.
You got it cheap though, didn't you? You got
Yeah,
all the games. that you-
literally. I spent like 3 weeks maybe, and then that was it.
It wasn't a bad way to do it, to be
No, it was a
fair.
good idea.
No.
You
I mean,
play
it
a
helped
few
that
good
360 was so good
Mm.
that you could do that.
I think with PS3, my memories of obviously The Last of Us. It's great.
Oh, Heavy Rain's man.
Heavy Rain
Yeah,
was
Heavy
like-
Rain was first.
Heavy
wasn't
Rain
it?
was
And
great.
then-
The Last of Us obviously is probably the defining game on the console. Though.
Mm.
The best game on the console, I think. To be fair, I don't think there's much arguing with that. Uncharted as well.
hmm
Uncharted. I know you didn't really play the Uncharted. You played the Uncharted. didn't you?
I played the Uncharted, yeah.
They were fun. They were good. Well, they were really good actually, weren't they, for the time?
Yeah.
But I remember playing that and thinking, wow, like Xbox at the time didn't have a game like that. It's like this is really good.
Yeah, but they really didn't.
No, they didn't.
They still don't.
Still
I
don't
don't
have a game
think.
like that, not really.
Nothing
Not
springs to mind.
not exclusively anyway.
No.
Third party stuff.
Yeah, Uncharted was quality.
Yeah.
Such a good game.
Probably
The story
Tomb
was
Raider.
great. Yeah,
Just
Tomb
thinking,
Raider.
but-
But Heavy Rain, I think you're right. I think Heavy Rain is the one that actually is the most in my memory.
Same. That is the one that I always seem to
Because
draw back to.
that really was a game where it's like, I've never played anything like this on Xbox.
Yeah.
Like, it's so weird. And
Well, we had like the Telltale
God,
games, didn't we?
Jason.
yeah,
Which
well,
were like-
well, no, Heavy Rain came up before the Telltale, the Walking Dead though. Heavy Rain
Did
was
it?
2010,
Was
Walking
it
Dead was like 2012.
Was it 2 years later?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So
we didn't
that's
really
just
have-
me catching up. Obviously, I
Yeah,
had the other
you
ones
played it
first.
later, but we didn't really have anything like that on.
But like we're all big on story games.
Yeah,
like,
we are.
give us a good story, and that's part of the battle one for us. So I remember like seeing about Heavy Rain before I even played it, and thinking like I really like the idea of watching a story that I can influence. That whole like interactive story thing.
Mm.
And I still love the idea of that now. But I know the Telltale games weren't all as good as like the first Walking Dead or like Wolf Among Us, Tales from Borderlands. Like they were all really good ones. Like Game of Thrones was a bit shit, really. So, but yeah,
Yeah, I
like
think
the
that
more
was-
games. What was the horror one called that they released like a few years later?
Until Dawn.
Until Dawn.
That's PS4, but yeah.
Well, yeah, they're like whatever. But I mean, in terms of that style,
Yeah.
like all those games are so appealing to me because I
Definitely.
like to see the cutscenes, and I like the fact that you can have to make like a split-second decision.
And
And
it
with the like
impacts-
butterfly
yeah.
effect on Heavy Rain, I know it's the same thing on all the others, but it's like you make one call and the whole game
Yeah.
changes.
No, that was good.
I really like that
It gave it a
idea.
lot of replayability as well.
Yeah.
I played Heavy Rain so
obviously.
many times.
So
Yeah.
many memes from
Gotta find Jason.
Jason.
There was like 6 endings, wasn't there?
John! That's the one I remember the most. He's in the grate.
Oh my god.
Yeah, there was a lot of endings. I remember my first playthrough though. I was on the conveyor belt in that junkyard,
Oh, yeah.
and what's his name? Shelby. Shelby, wasn't it? He's the villain. And I'm dodging in with Ethan. And I missed one quick time event,
Oh, yeah,
and he
that's
just
it.
went. He
There's
just had like a
nothing to
fucking pipe, and he just went. Boing. And like I went. Fell, and then it just fell into
Even
the
more
ground.
embarrassing
or
story for me in my first place. I couldn't,
Oh
I
my
couldn't get out of the
God.
car.
You couldn't get out of the car.
I just got crushed, and I was like, oh, great.
Mate, how did you not
Fantastic.
get out?
I don't know.
It gives
No,
you so many chances as
What
well.
happened?
Because you do something wrong in the car and it like pans off to the guy going and then it goes back to you and you've got to do
Just
it again.
continued it, I don't know. I just remember his agonising screams, just getting crushed by the car.
Yeah, he was my favourite character as well, that
Yeah, he was good.
police guy.
Good.
I never good luck remembering names, I can't remember his name, can you?
Maybe either.
No.
No idea.
Can't remember any of their names now, apart from Scott Shelby.
Well, I remember Ethan. It's Ethan, isn't
Ethan
it?
as well. And Sean
Well, sure.
You can't forget that, can you?
It's just so funny, isn't it? Like, you could literally just do it forever as well.
I know.
Like, Sean. Do you know what I loved about that? At first it was like, Sean, 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 and then it just kind of got louder and louder.
Yeah. What a
And do you
game.
remember the infamous part where you're knocking the people down in that subway? Where he's gone a bit mad, or whatever, Ethan. And he's got like post-traumatic stress, and he's like knocking all the people down. In that
No, I
dream
can't remember.
I remember the market scene where you're
Yeah.
having that
Oh.
chase and you can mess it all up on purpose
Yeah,
and be
before-
slipping and
before-
sliding.
video of someone doing it. Yeah, it's so
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah.
What about PS4 then?
I mean, what a great generation it's been. PS4.
I mean, most
So many
recent
great
games spring to mind straight away.
Yeah. I mean,
Horizon.
I know what yours is. Spider-Man.
Yeah,
obviously,
Spider-Man,
that's for you.
obviously.
Great game.
We did our top
Oh, Horizon.
5
what a game.
PS4 list.
I love
Check that
that.
out too.
Again.
Yeah.
Keep checking out
check
the
it out.
list.
Keep checking above your head.
Keep going.
Probably the next one.
You-
We're talking about Horizon. That's a great game.
Mm.
I think it's just it's so original, that game.
It was very good.
You know,
It was
love the
fun. The
setting.
story was great.
I even like the enemies. Mechanical enemies. I did.
That was
I
probably
thought they
my
were-
least favourite
I thought they were
part.
clever.
Killing machines with bow and arrows. This is probably my least favourite part.
Really?
Yeah.
Kind of makes sense in that world, though, I guess.
Oh, bow and arrow.
Well, they're kind of like
Because metal.
powerful, though.
There was different bows, different arrow tips or something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Different
probably. I
arrows.
can't
You're not gonna have
remember,
like
if I'm being
guns on you,
honest.
I guess, when it's like because it's set like a million years.
No, I didn't
Something
expect
ridiculous
guns, but
after
it's
the-
just a bit like...
Yeah.
It's hard to buy into.
So
My
that was-
very brief experience with the game, I felt
Yeah.
the same. I was like,
Yeah.
and it did nothing, and I was like, okay, I guess I'm done.
The story does get you in there.
Story's
And the
great.
gameplay's good.
The world's great.
Yeah, it's good to explore, isn't
Great-
it? And
great looking
unearth
as well.
what's happened.
What else have we got? Uncharted 4. That was really good.
Uncharted 4,
Lost
yeah.
Uncharted. Really enjoyed that.
I watched that. I didn't play it, so
Yeah.
no comment on the how it plays. But the story
yeah.
seemed good.
Yeah. What else we got? Why am I-
Spider-Man, God of War.
God of War. Yeah, that was a good for its time. That was good. I mean, we didn't like God of War as much as some people, but
No,
still enjoyed it. I thought it was a solid game.
yeah, it was a solid game.
Until Dawn.
Done before.
Really good.
Another
really
interactive
great game.
story.
That was a really good game, I think, yeah.
And then thingy. Oh my God, what the hell's it called? Heavy Rain and Detroit.
Detroit.
Become
Yes,
Human.
of course. Yeah, that was good.
Yeah.
Didn't like it as much as Heavy Rain, but it was fun. And then
I think I'd have to play Heavy Rain again to really judge for me. But yeah, it was good. Another story-based game and obviously choices and stuff, and I liked it.
And I guess probably the game that a lot of people remember now just gets so weird and unique, Death Stranding. Probably going to be a defining game on the PlayStation just because of the
Probably will.
Yeah, I think it's definitely up there. It's not. I don't think it's obviously as good as Horizon or anything like that, but I think if I was doing the PS4 list again, it would probably scrape the top 5. I think.
Yeah.
Like 5th or 4th.
Bloody hell.
And for me, I know
What's dropping off your list, lad? Because that's a good
I don't
top
even.
5.
Yeah, I don't remember your individual top 5.
I don't want to say Yakuza because I love Yakuza. But
It's Yakuza.
Probably Yakuza.
Because it's the first
thing that came to mind.
Yeah, I think so.
Because the others are kind of hard to get rid of, aren't they?
Yeah. I love Yakuza, but it's obviously more of a niche game, so... And to be fair, that's... PS4 introduced me to Yakuza. As well, so it's been great. I love Yakuza.
So you've been grateful for the PlayStation generation. Because it has been...
It's been really good, hasn't it? To be fair, exclusive-wise, you know. I mean, I guess the console itself, I mean, I like it. I like the PS4. It's a good console. I like the clean interface of the PS4. Something that, I know it's probably going to be a bit of a rant about Xbox again. You know, everyone loves Sud's rant about Xbox. But something that still annoys about Xbox, I think the interface is still too...
Oh, don't bother me.
No, I don't like it. It's too cluttered.
I'm so used to it now.
Too many adverts. You see, like, Pizza Hut adverts in the bottom right. It's like, it's so annoying.
Play with Ninja. Or watch Ninja.
Yeah, I hate it.
Watch Shroud on Mixer.
By the way, I hate that Mixer tab. It needs to go. It won't go because they love Mixer now, but I hate it.
They own it.
Why?
Because it's annoying. Because you have to get to like the store and stuff. You have to scroll all the way across and
1, 2, 3, 4, done.
But you don't need to do
the worst complaint.
No, but
that's not a complaint.
Yeah, it is a complaint though. Because on PlayStation, there's no crappy Mixer tab. You just get to the game straight away.
Because Sony don't own a streaming service though.
Yeah.
Microsoft don't mix it, don't they?
Yeah, I know. I understand. No, I understand from a business point of view why they've got it on.
It doesn't make that much difference to your life, though, does it?
No, but it's an annoyance.
And if you watch Mixer, like I know we're not big on like watching regular streamers. That's really like handy.
Yeah.
To just literally load up the console and press 1, 2. Is it 3?
But I don't
clicks
care.
across.
Yeah. I don't care about Mixer.
Yeah, but I can't believe you're using
don't care about
against
Mixer. You don't care about Mixer.
Yeah, no.
But I like.
If it went tomorrow, would you care? I wouldn't.
I would, because we stream for it.
Yeah, we
Alright, we do. Yeah, to be fair, we do. Yeah, that is a good point. So I guess that should be more. It's fine. I understand from a business point of view what they're doing, like getting all these people on. You know,
it would be worse.
I don't like
no,
it.
It would be worse for them if they didn't have a Mixer tab, and you had to like go through like My Games and Apps and like scroll to Mixer, which is probably like halfway through with them.
I just don't care about it. That's my. It's a selfish point of view, but it's like another tab, community tab.
I think it's a harsh criticism, though.
That community tab, pointless.
I don't like the community tab.
Pointless.
You use it more than us, don't you, for the Destiny?
Yeah,
you don't need it.
But that's a bit different. Like I remember, do you remember like back on the 360 days? Like you would always be interested in like what your friends were like showing or like wanting to see things. Yeah. Now, like that's fallen by the wayside. Yeah, it doesn't happen anymore. It's like, oh, do you see that clip I made? Like, no, send it to me. Yeah. No one sees it.
The only thing I
anymore.
check is who's online and what they're playing out of interest. And if I want to play, I'll be like, all right, lads, you're on the PlayStation. If not, it's just like,
But again, like, even though I think it's crap, that community tab is like really busy. Like, loads of people use that. Like, look for like any, like, you scroll over to it, see how busy it is.
It doesn't ruin our experience because we don't have to use it.
Yeah, but it's
if you don't want to get past it, it takes a split second to press like right bumper.
Yeah, but the more tabs that are there, the less usable it is in terms of like it's not as fast if there's more tabs. That's just common.
No, I know, but like we're not saying there's like 20 tabs.
If there was less, it'd be quicker. There's no need.
What do you have? You have like home,
and you can't tell me it's always 100% smooth every time. Sometimes it's laggy. But
these days it's fine. It didn't used to be. It used to have
I still get a little bit of lag.
You're nitpicking, mate.
I am nitpicking a lot. I'm not trying to say it's an awful. I just prefer the PlayStation.
I was going to say I will agree with you. Like PlayStation interface is a lot cleaner.
It is cleaner.
It is cleaner. But the Xbox One now is.
It's way better than it was. Don't get me wrong. Like, do you remember how awful it was when it first came out? Yeah. Terrible. Yeah. Terrible.
But we'll finish off on the topic first. I mean, when you talk about Sony, especially in modern days, probably right to bash Xbox a little bit.
Oh, they deserve it.
For this generation.
Yeah. I mean, they're improving.
Yeah. But, that was our first topic, and obviously Sony's had some fantastic games. Let us know in the comments below what games you enjoyed from the generations, and which was your favourite console to play out, the Sony ones. We're going to go again, though, on to topic 2 with some more PlayStation news, and it's a pic of this supposed PS5 dev kit pops up on Twitter. Space Age Gaming Machine or Pizza Warmer is in the IGN title. After an illustrated image of the PlayStation 5 dev kit appeared to be confirmed by a game developer last August, a new image this time of the real thing has appeared on Twitter. The image first shared by user at alcohol...
Yeah, who knows who that is.
Alcohol cost?
Something like that.
Checkpoint Reach podcast does not condone the use of alcohol.
No. Well, you said.
Yeah, we should don't want him. And reported by Eurogamer shows 2 supposed PS5 dev kits side by side. We'll put it up in the video version of the podcast for people to see.
I mean, we'll try and describe it.
That looks a lot like the leaked ones, though.
Yeah. It does. But I mean, to just describe it quickly, it basically looks
like a V.
It's an inverted V, isn't it?
Yeah, if you're listening to the audio,
with like it's kind of high. It's quite tall, isn't it?
It's quite bulky.
Quite bulky. And it's got
you know
like
what?
cooling things.
Do you know what it reminds me
I
of?
think it looks terrible.
To me, it looks like when you watch a 90s film and they say we're in the future, it's 2020.
The spaceship in like 2100.
That's how they control the spaceship.
Yeah.
I mean, the dev kits very, very, very rarely look anything ever like the real consoles. I would be shocked if it came out looking like that. If it comes out looking like that, as ridiculous as it sounds, that would actually put some people off buying it just because of how it looks. In my opinion,
that is absolutely disgusting if it ever came out like that. But it won't.
I would still get it.
That's not a console.
I would still get it because I'd be like, well, all right, it's not the end. But I'd be like, oh, that's not very nice.
Yeah. I mean, I know they're going for the PlayStation 5V, but
I don't like that.
It's horrible.
Do you even think they've gone for that? It's just.
They reckon it's to do with cooling.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. And dev kits are not consoles. Like
no.
Anyone who's
stress that.
If anything, they could have that sort of design in the console.
Well,
when it comes out, they might have the case, and then that sort of not like that, but it'll be like a V-shaped inside, so the cooling.
They could definitely make a sleeker design from something like that. But
sure.
I still don't like it.
I don't
just
think
so it would be in a case. If there is anything remotely like that, it will be cased because that's how it is.
They're not dumb. They know that they must see these reactions and go.
Yeah.
Well, they know anyway.
But they don't need to see it. Have you seen the Microsoft dev kits and stuff?
It's
horrible.
Some of it's changed so much over time. Like sometimes they're just like a box like that, and sometimes they're like huge like things. Like here you go, mess around with it. They're not designed to be consoles. They're just like, can you work with this? Can you use the code? Can you program? Things like that. So that they're not designed to be like
the Xbox One original. I mean that was bulky as hell, wasn't it? It was like a dev kit.
Maybe the Xbox original was
terrible looking. I mean, it's so bulky. I mean, it looks sleek, but it's so big and like bulky.
Look sleek.
Well,
you just had that massive X on the top. It was big. It was actually a little bit like that.
Not the original Xbox.
In the sense of, do you know like how they've got an X to say Xbox? It's like that if it was a 5. It's like so in your face.
Sorry, I meant the Xbox One.
Oh, sorry, I thought you meant the original.
Oh yeah,
the original Xbox was awful.
The Xbox
terrible.
One. Yeah.
The Xbox One itself, though, it was terrible. I didn't like it at all. It was sleek.
I've got it.
You got it, but it's like so bulky and like it's like a video player from back in the day.
God, I was thinking of the original Xbox. That was.
Neither were well
you compare
designed.
that now to the X, which is really well designed, actually.
Oh, the X is really good. Now that's sleek and that looks good.
That's how the Xbox One should have looked at launch.
Yeah, but they probably wanted to make more money.
Well, yeah.
By bringing out a sleeker design.
Well, that always happens inevitably, doesn't it? Even if the initial one's sleek, they reduce it by like 10% and they're like, well, look, it looks better on your entertainment systems.
Even the Xbox One S looked a lot better, didn't it, than the original?
Way better.
Way better. So, and yeah, I mean, same with PS4, they reduced the size of it, didn't they, and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't think that looks great, actually. The PS4 Slims isn't that great looking, to be honest, but yeah, it'd be interesting to see. I mean, the consoles, when they first come out anyway, we'll probably think, oh, they look amazing in a year's time, but like, I don't know, actually, they look quite big and bulky, Because I assume these consoles are going to... I can't imagine them being as small as the consoles we've got now. Not when they first come out, because they're going to have so much more power, they're going to need bigger... Like, I can't envisage... I don't know, PS4 Pro.
Yeah, you can't probably see the PS4 Pro.
But I can see it being that sort of size.
Yeah.
I can't see it being much smaller than that, to be honest with you.
I mean,
I'm alright with that.
Yeah, it's fine, but I prefer the small speaker.
Yeah. I must admit, I'm not that fussed, obviously, because I've kept the original Xbox One.
Yeah.
I'm not that fussed, really, by the design. I mean, the Xbox One is bulky, but...
I would be bothered if like Scarlet was like the original Xbox One.
Oh yeah,
that would piss me off.
Yeah.
But if it's like not much different to the X, then
especially considering they have brought out such good design since.
Yeah.
Another interesting thing about Arca was they had a picture of the DualShock 5,
right? And
it was definitely a DualShock 5 because you can tell like it was so much bulkier, the controller. And the leaks are that it is a bulkier controller, so I think that's good because. I don't mind. Like I know some people criticise.
Doesn't bother me.
I actually don't mind the PS4 controller at all.
No, it's alright.
Like I know my friend of the show always moans about it, doesn't he? Saying it hurts his hands and stuff, which is fine. And he does have big hands, but
it might.
It's never bothered me. Really.
Maybe
I'm
not going to try and make up. It's not as good as the Xbox One controller. It's not. The Xbox One controller is the best controller. Probably.
I think Microsoft had nailed that.
I always think like familiarity
It's
though.
not
Like
bad,
I'm so used to the Xbox controller and the way it feels. When I pick up a PlayStation
Yeah,
controller,
you
like
say that,
straight
but-
away, I'm like, oh, this is crap.
Yeah, but then you
I
play
know
for a
it
month.
isn't. Yeah,
Play the console for a month, it's like,
right.
it's normal.
So if I was like a PS5 main or PS4 main, and then I went to Xbox, I'd be like, what the hell is this?
Yeah,
Why is it
probably,
so
but-
big? So
It seems with that controller, it's going to be bulkier like an Xbox One controller anyway. So it probably
I think it's a
feel
good
less.
move.
Yeah, I do. I think
It's
that's the only complaint I'd have about the controller. It does feel a little bit too light. So the fact that it's going to be a bit heavier is probably good.
Well, that is
heavier controllers
even
feel good
people
in the
that
hand.
main it, that's the complaint more often than not, isn't it? It's like
So,
it's not
too
heavy
light.
enough, or it's So
that is the one part where they could probably make good improvements.
Yeah, I'd say so.
And they'd probably please their community because, to be fair, they pretty much nail the actual console itself usually. Anyway, that brings the end to the podcast, and another show is wrapped up. So thanks for joining us as ever. You can follow the show on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at ChetReachPod. You can also watch the show on YouTube, and if you are watching on YouTube, like, subscribe, and leave a comment, so that'll help the channel to grow. We're also on every audio platform that you can think of, so if you want to listen to us on there, do so, and please give us a nice review. You can also follow the guys on social media. Where can people find you, Sud?
Just on Twitter for me, so it's at David10spud.
Perky?
At JG Perks.
And you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at LEL3Ds, add a 9 on the M for Instagram. Anyway, thanks for joining us ever. We'll be back next week with another podcast. So have a good week and we'll talk again soon. Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.